Hello, welcome. Today this is a reading of what energy is coming through, what blessings and gifts this Halloween time, this Samhain time, depending on what you believe in, or just this like fall to winter, October to November timing is coming. I just realized I might have just shown you that, but we're going to face them down. Actually, you know what? I feel like we should face them up. I feel like you get to choose what pile you are based on the top of the card. And pile 3. Okay, so normally we do these face down. Today we are doing them face up. So yeah, these are your choices. You've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Timestamps will be down below for you to go and follow and see your entire reading. I also am getting the sense that for this reading, if you're drawn to more than one pile, by all means, you can look at multiple piles. Because I also feel like there's going to be like ancestor messages and different things that are coming through, so you may resonate with more than one pile. But try and pick the one that resonates with you the most to start off with. Don't just watch the entire thing through, unless that's what you're feeling, because some of you do that. So, anyways, choose your pile, and I will see you back in just a second. Alright, my pile number 1, you have chosen Night Song, Hidden Talents, with this beautiful red cardinal, and I feel like for some of you, you might have been drawn to the imaging of the cardinal because you see cardinals a lot, and it's one of your, like, your signs from the universe or signs from your ancestors. I'm picking up, like, father energy for some of you, or, like, a passed over male figure, whether it's a grandfather or a brother. And, like, when you see a red cardinal, you're like, that's dad, or, like, that's my grandpa, or whoever. You've also got the High Priestess and the Hangman. This is a time period right now as we're going through this transition of seasons, this transition of times, this transition of months, like ending one month, moving into the other month, also moving into the last 2 months of the year. I feel like there's a lot of this like inner work that you're really, really getting focused on, really getting committed to. You're really, really in this commitment to see beyond the veil. You're really in this commitment to embrace your spiritual gifts, your hidden talents, really embracing that High Priestess energy inside of you. Whether you're a male or female, we all have this innate intuitive ability to gather more information, to see where we're going, to see what's going on. And that's really what's coming through here, is that you're really stepping into those gifts that you've sort of, with this Hanged Man here, you've sort of put them on the back burner. You've sort of you haven't nurtured them as much as you could, and I don't want you to take that in a negative way, or like a feel bad type of way, or like beat yourself up sort of way. It wasn't time for you yet. You had to go through this time period of discomfort, this time period of sort of hanging upside down and not really knowing why, and not really knowing what you were going through, which was leading you to uncovering all of these gifts, okay? If you just automatically had all of these gifts and they were there and you were ready, you wouldn't have really understood how to use them. You wouldn't have really understood what they were here for. But this time that you've been going through of this being uncomfortably comfortable and comfortably uncomfortable, it has really led you to this place where you're ready to embrace these gifts, embrace these skills, and bring in that otherworldly knowledge that you're now ready to receive, and you're also ready to give to other people and integrate into your reality. So that's what I'm picking up for you here. I feel like there's just one more. 2 more? Okay, yeah. You've got the Moon, okay? This is, again, this is like 3 major arcana. You also have the 8 of Wands, but I'm going to hold off on that for just a second. With this Moon energy, yeah, with these gifts that are emerging in this High Priestess energy that's coming forward, is very much, it's a lot of, you're cleaning out, and that's part of this Hangman energy, you're cleaning out the unconscious beliefs that are holding you back from thinking that you're special, okay? There's a lot of, I'm almost hearing this funny, this message of like someone being sort of like, you're not that special, what makes you think that you're so special? That maybe you heard when you were growing up or when you were a kid, which did cause you to sort of hide these talents, keep them hidden. But this cardinal energy, this person who I believe has passed over, very much was nurturing your intuitive abilities, your psychic gifts, your knowledge and your wisdom. And if you don't know who this is, that's okay. They are still here to support you. Like, they are someone, they've been with you your entire life. Even if they're your entire life, it's always been that they've been passed over. Again, I am sort of picking up some of that grandfather energy there, so it could have been like a great grandfather, something like that. But they have very much always been encouraging you to lean into these gifts, tap into these gifts, tap into these abilities. And this moon energy here is, yeah, this is your time period to really start uncovering and revealing what you need to reveal, so that you can move forward and actually, again, really embrace these gifts. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but sometimes you need to hear it more than once to really get it through your skull. And that is the languaging that was coming through from your higher self, from your soul, is that get it through your skull. So that might be something that someone has said to you before or something. It might even be a very triggering statement. So I apologize if that brings up uncomfortable feelings or just discomfort, but that was the languaging that really wanted to be used. I feel like some of you are going to be like, I hate when people say that. So I apologize if that's one of, if that's been used against you. It's also sort of time to reclaim that, though, of reclaiming anywhere that someone has taken away your power or diminished your abilities and your skills. Because you are massively, massively, massively intuitive, okay? And people have tried to make you feel small. People have tried to make you feel like you are not enough, and that is not true, okay? That is not true at all. You've also got this Eight of Wands energy, which is absolutely beautiful. Hold on, let me just move these up a little bit so that you can see it. Okay, so first of all, I love this card, and I wanted to talk about it separately. I didn't want to include it in all of this, even though it is included in all of this. I wanted to give it its own little moment to shine, because the Eight of Wands is all about like momentum and forward progression and action and movement. Like it's things moving at a rapid. I love how the sun is now suddenly shining really bright, but it's this movement of this super fast action taking, this super fast things moving forward. Yeah, like the sun's now gone, but like that shining that light on things and being able to take that action, being able to have that momentum and that power behind everything that you're moving forward. It's also information and communication. Okay, so if any of you are called to, and this is only for some of you, if you're not called to and it freaks you out, that's okay. Some of you are, you're being called to tap into ancestor energy and talk to your ancestors, talk to people who have passed over, talk to people who are beyond the veil, because you do have that ability, you do have that capability to again, that intuitive ability, that to see beyond the veil, but to see between worlds. It's funny, I'm hearing this like swallow the moon, and I'm like, what does swallow the moon mean? But it's sort of like that subconscious, that moving on. Also, like lucid dreaming might be really prevalent for you, and you might sort of be wanting to learn more about that. But this is a forward motion. This is a time when the answers that you have been asking, they're going to be coming through to you, and they are going to be coming in really fast. So I do want to stress that some of you might be, like, you're probably already getting a lot of the signs, a lot of the information, a lot of this, like, the birds are showing up, the symbols are showing up, the repeating numbers, and you're kind of like, what the fuck does this mean? And that's okay. You will figure it out. It will all reveal itself in time, but there is this really big forward momentum of things coming in, and just allowing yourself to be aware of that and be allowing yourself to move out of this hangman energy. This is very much that, like, it's you're moving into that ease so that you can become unstuck, because there is a little bit of that stuck energy, a little bit of that you've been holding on, you've been hanging out. This is you're now moving forward, you're having that forward momentum, and whatever you've been waiting for, whatever you've been being really patient about, because the hangman is also a card of patience, is now, it's like, now's the time to move forward, now's the time to charge full speed ahead. This rapid acceleration is happening, and it's I believe it's a lot with the intuitive abilities that are coming through here with the High Priestess and the Moon. Yeah, there's sort of this message of, like, even if you're not fully understanding exactly what you're supposed to take action on, just the fact that you're now noticing the signs is part of the action. Like, even if it's not fully clear to you, it's going to be revealing itself. And it's going to be revealing itself pretty quickly. All right. Actually, I'm going to ask what this forward motion is. Okay, 4 of coins. Beautiful. We got the moon again. Okay, hold on. I feel like I do need to switch this over just because, like, we got the moon again. Okay, I don't like this over here. Give me 2 seconds. We've got the 4 of coins. We've got the moon again. A lot of this forward motion is going to be this unconscious, removing these blocks and these belief systems. Even one of the big things I just heard was removing the idea that you have blocks. Okay? We all do it. We all have our things that are holding us back, but there's this added gateway that you add to yourself when you believe that you're broken, or you believe that you have blocks that you need to heal. It's sort of this energy of like, any blocks that I have are now dissolving easily and effortlessly, consciously and unconsciously, and allowing yourself to be free of them before you even really see them. It's almost like trusting that the divine, universe, source, God, your higher self, your infinite being, it's already removing the roadblocks out of your way. You don't have to be the construction team. You just have to be the person driving the car, or the person on the bus, or the person walking. Okay? If you're not there yet to be on a motorbike, you don't have to be on a motorbike. But it's like, stop trying to be the construction worker who's repairing the road and the person who's traveling the road. You are the person traveling on the road. So just trust that forces beyond your control, like ancestors, because I'm getting a lot of ancestor energy with this pile number 1, is healing and clearing up the unconscious belief systems already before you even really need to know what they are. Some of them will reveal themselves to you, but some of them are meant to be things that just clear up without you even knowing, and just part of that trusting and that belief and having that patience as things come to you is really a big part of that messaging. Okay, I'm being blinded by the light. Sorry, the sun's really, really shining now. Okay, with this 4 of coins, I cannot see anything because my window's open, but I don't feel like closing the blinds. Actually, I feel like the sun is actually almost this thing of like, you can't see what's coming, and part of you really, really wants to know what's coming, and that's not what you're supposed. You just need to allow yourself to be blinded by the light right now. And just allow that trust to happen, knowing that everything is always working out for you and the universe is always rigged in your favor. But with this 4 of coins, this is a search for security. This is a search for stability. Again, of that answers, those knowings. Remember, you're getting your answers with your 8 of wands over here, so you don't need to worry about it. You don't have to go searching. All of the answers find you, okay? Like, what you seek is also seeking you, and what you find is also finding you. So it's like, let yourself be found. Let yourself have this balance. And again, the Hanged Man is also a card of balance, but this balance of the success and the security and the knowledge and the wisdom that you're looking for, with this trust and this faith in your authentic self, in who you are as a person, as who you are as a soul, as an infinite being, of realizing that you can have it all, that you can feel safe and secure even when you don't know what's happening, even when things are very uncertain. I want to say things are revealing themselves, but like, because things are revealing themselves. We got that over here. But there's almost this message, there's this really interesting message of like, don't, it's funny, we're charging straight ahead, but there's also this energy of, like, weigh your options. The first thing that shows up for you may or may not be what's meant for you next. Okay, so allow yourself to have that peace and that time to contemplate, what is it actually aligned with what you want, or is it not? Let's get one more. Okay, this is so straightforward. We're pulling it like super straightforward. We're not diving super deep into this one. Judgment. Again, we just said the looking at different things. This is judgment. Okay. This is like, use your judgment. We're pulling this card like fully at face value, but that's what I'm getting for it. This is a time to discern, what do you want, what do you not, like, what don't you want, how can you receive it, how can you get it, is it something that's possible for you, is it something that that's are the people in your life able to give you what you want, are you able to give yourself what you want, are you able to bring in what you're having, the things that you're wanting to call in, these spiritual gifts, these whatever it is that you're also manifesting, are you able to hold that once that receives, or are you constantly hiding yourself? Are you constantly burying your gifts? It's sort of this message of like, I think there's also a little bit of fear of people judging you coming up with this card, of like, if I do lean into these psychic abilities, these intuitive gifts, will people judge me? And it's like, okay, so let's look at you for a second. What does this have to do with you? And are you judging people who have psychic gifts? Okay, are you watching these videos in secret? Are you reading cards in secret? Are you able to bring that forward and no longer have it be a secret? Are you able to bring it into your life in a way that no longer triggers this unconscious shame or blame, or scarcity, this scarcity that's coming through a little bit? Like, can you be safe and secure and allow yourself to have these amazing gifts and be unique and special? Or are you running scared? My battery's about to die, so I will be back as soon as I charge it. Alright, I'm back. I feel like my camera moved a little bit, but that's okay. My battery died. So we're back. We've completely lost the sunlight, but welcome to November, October in Canada, where you lose the light very quickly. Anyways, we had left off. Where did we leave off? With the judgment, the discernment. Where do I want to pick this up? Okay, there's something, I want to talk about the moon cards that are popping up here, because it's very much, there's this second message that's coming through now that we've spent like an hour and a half charging our battery. There's a second message that's coming through very much, I think I had mentioned earlier something about like swallowing the moon, and I was like, what does that mean? Well, it's now coming through to me. But it's this bringing everything that's in the quantum realm, the manifestation realm, the astral realm, bringing that down into the 3D, bringing that down into your real life. So bringing those manifestations through you into the real world. And by doing that is by, again, accessing these hidden talents of yours, but instead of trying to go out into like being so much more spiritual by going outwards, it's bringing it down into the inner, into the embodiment. I'm just going to carry on. Hold on, that just jumped and did. There we go. Okay, and that leads us to the 9 of coins. Okay. Interesting. What does this 9 of coins want to say to us? Okay, hold on. With this 9 of coins, because for some reason I feel like I need to hold it, but it's interesting because for me the coins cards are always a very, very tactile card. They're the material. They're very much that, like, again, bringing what you're manifesting, bringing that embodiment in, bringing it through into the real world. So there is sort of, it makes sense that I'm like tactile with this. The 9 of coins is about like reaping the benefits, having those rewards, having that wealth come through. Like he doesn't just have a watermelon, he has a garden of watermelons. Okay, so it's really that everything, I can't put it down for whatever reason I have to hold it. What you've been calling in, what you've been manifesting, what you've been asking for is you were over here, we were like wanting to protect ourselves, wanting to be safe and secure. This is that promise of safety and security, okay, as well as material security. So if you've been having any struggles right now or not really understanding why money is maybe taking a little bit longer than usual to come through, it's coming. Again, it's coming back to that energy of that trust, that that trust and also that gratitude, okay? Having that gratitude of, there's almost this message here with these hidden talents that you're beating yourself up because you haven't been like embracing your gifts enough, or you're like, well, how do I access them more? You are your gifts. You are the magic that you're seeking. Like you are it. You are everything that you're looking for is already inside of you. And maybe that's part of this like eating this moon thing of like you're really bringing that in and bringing forward that embodiment there. But it's like you bringing in that gratitude of being grateful for the lessons that you've learned, being grateful for what you're going through, and allowing the prosperity to come through as this state of mind instead of this like, instead of always being like, where is it? Where is it? Being like, it's here. It's here. Yeah. All right. The answers. Okay, so you got answers. So yeah, anything that we were talking about here of like, where is it? Where, like, we can't see it. We don't know what it is. Like, you're getting that momentum, right? Like, you're getting those answers. I also feel like the compassion on the bottom just wanted to be shown off for a second. Having that self-compassion for yourself, realizing that the answers are within you. They're not outside of you. And yes, you can work with people outside of yourself, like a teacher or a book or cards. But again, it's coming through you. Again, I mentioned sort of earlier about a little bit of that, like, that not recognizing your hidden gifts or talking badly about yourself. This is where this beauty card is coming out, really realizing how beautiful you are inside and out. I'm also getting, you have the mirror here where she's looking in the mirror, and then you also have the mirror over here with the High Priestess. You may want to look into mirror work. Stand in front of your mirror, say your affirmations in the mirror, say your manifestations in the mirror. I don't know if you just heard the crow outside, but a crow just crowed, cawed. I don't know, a crow just made its call sign. And then you've got psychic abilities, which is being mirrored here in this, this High Priestess, this hidden talents, hidden talents, and this moon card. You have massive, massive, massive abilities. You just need to start believing in them, like believing in yourself. And again, realizing that it's all inside of you. Everything that you are searching for is within you. And yeah, you've got this willpower, like you have the power to do it. You have the power, you have the power to bring that forward. You have the power to access this inner knowledge with inside of you. So it's like, it stop doubting yourself. I really do want to stress now the mirror work. These unconscious belief systems. Stand in the mirror, look yourself in your left eye, and talk to yourself. Like, ask yourself, what is it that you're questioning? What are you asking for? Like, what is it that you're wanting to achieve? And really working with the mirror. You've also got Hermit, so retreat and recharge, and then you've got White Witch, be the light. So okay, it's interesting because one of the things when this popped out, the title of the White Witch somehow didn't feel appropriate. It was sort of like, this card is coming out, but not for this White Witch title, and not that like it's. Anyways, just pulling back. What I'm really being drawn to here is the ivy. Okay, the plants that are surrounding her. I believe that that's supposed to be ivy. Could also be grapes though, because she has little grapes. But really leaning into the nature, into the magic that's in the earth, the magic that surrounds us, retreating out into nature to find this inner connection that you are searching for, unplugging from social media, unplugging from needing to learn everything from everybody else, and finding those answers by going within, okay? I feel like some of you are like, that's all I ever do. All I do is meditate. But it's like, yeah, summer, bask in the joy and the light. For you, I think, yeah, go out in nature and stand in the sunshine. I'm getting, again, be the light, bask in the light. Might even be moonlight, but I also hear sun code, so like light code. So go stand in the sun, enjoy your sun, do your meditation out in the sunshine. The sun has been taught to us as this like, almost like this, like, don't go in the sun, it's evil, because it's like sun cancer and all this, skin cancer and all this kind of stuff. But it's like the sun also gives us vitamin D, which we need. So maybe like Again, not a doctor or anything like this. Consult your own physician, but maybe looking into like vitamin D, it might like boost your immune system, especially as we go into this winter season. Okay, I feel like you might be someone who is affected by like seasonal shifts, like seasonal affective disorder, like you're affected by when the sun goes away. So being able to supplement that with some vitamin D, or getting as much of the sun as you can while it's out during the day, might be absolutely amazing. I also think it's super funny that like for this reading, the sun has now disappeared. And you've got mountains. Stand your ground on the bottom of the deck that just wanted to sort of be, it just sort of wanted to say that. So yeah, take with this stand the ground on the bottom here and this Hermit card, you, it's funny, I'm hearing this like fight for your right to rest, okay? Like fight for your right to take care of yourself. Fight for your right to relax. Like, and the word fight I'm not loving, but it's sort of like be your own advocate. When you're tired, don't go do a million other things before. Just go lie down, go have a nap. Allow yourself to have that break and have that sleep and have that rest. The key, locked doors can now be opened, okay? So yeah, these answers that you're looking for, whatever you've been waiting on, whatever shift with this hangman that you've been patient about, and you're like, this isn't shifting, why is this happening? Now that we've gone through this portal of Halloween and Samhain, we're moving into this energy of all the doors that you've been waiting for. They have been unlocked. They have opened up. Okay, so you got the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. And then the Minstrel. Let your intentions be known, okay? With this, I'm definitely hearing you can't get what you don't ask for, okay? So you've got to ask for what you're wanting. And whether that's asking a physical person, whether that's voicing it to your partner, your parents, your friends, your coworkers, whoever it is, or if it's just sort of like talking to the moon and making your intentions there, talking to the sun, putting your intentions out there, talking in the mirror, even just journaling about it to yourself, because I do feel like you're still hiding parts of yourself from people. And again, those doors are opening, which will give you the opportunities to share those messages with others. But again, allow yourself to feel safe and secure. And if you don't feel safe and secure, it's okay if you're keeping parts of yourself to yourself right now. But those doors are unlocking. But choosing your words carefully and letting your intentions be known. You can't get what you don't ask for, okay? And there's a lot of magic in this with the spoken word. Like, this is why we were saying, like, stand in front of the mirror and put out your manifestations that way. Because there's a lot of power in you stepping forward and you moving forward and having that when you actually say it out loud, there is a power and a potency to you receiving what you're asking for. Also, it was sort of like sitting on the top like this, so I did grab it. You have the Chimera. Imagination clouds your judgment, which was so interesting because you also had the Judgment card over here, okay? So I do want to say, I always look at imagination as like this really beautiful thing, but this can also be self-doubt. And I'm hearing that you're imagining the worst case scenario if you step forward and show yourself and ask for what you want and reveal these hidden talents of yours. And it may not be psychic abilities. It may be acting, singing, dancing, working, writing. It's the reason it's coming up as like psychic abilities or intuitive gifts is because this is so innately inside of you. This is your soul trying to speak. This is your soul coming through. So it doesn't have to be like what you consider like a psychic ability, but it's so innately a part of you that that's why it's coming forward as this intuitive ability, because it's something that you naturally, it comes to you so naturally, but you've sort of hidden it for so long. But yeah, so this self-doubt clouds your judgment. So you're believing that you can't do something out of fear of how other people are going to react and how other people are going to judge you. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the stars. A long journey brings rewards, okay? And we got that with the Eight of Wands, right? You've got that momentum moving you forward. I think that is everything for you, okay? Just for the fun of it, let's just pull this guy out and put it right there just to sort of close you off. You're safe to move forward. You are safe to show yourself. And right now, if the only person you can show yourself to is the person in the mirror, yourself, that's okay. But be willing to bring your gifts forward, even if you're only giving them to yourself right now. Okay? I also am hearing the teachers who are meant to guide you on this journey will reveal themselves to you. You will find them, and you'll just know. It'll be like, that's the person I need to work with. That's the person I need to mentor with. That's the book I need to read. That's the video I need to watch. Trust those instincts, okay? Your instincts are bang on, and the more you follow your instincts, the more you will be led in the direction that you want to go in the direction that you're moving towards. And again, a long journey brings rewards. This is the season of rewards for you. This is the season of quantum leaping. Yeah, hold on. Okay, cool. I just pulled off the top card off of this deck. It was just sitting beside me, and I nudged it with my elbow, and I was like, it needs to come forward. You got the world. Okay, the world is your oyster. Everything is coming for you. Everything's coming full completion, full circle. You're starting new cycles. You're starting new beginnings. This is your time. This is your time to shine. And again, the mirror work. I just keep hearing like just mirror work, mirror work, mirror work. Okay. I'm going to close it up for you guys. I'm going to move on to the other piles. If you are drawn to any of the other piles, by all means, go and watch one of those, because I do feel like maybe some of you're like, I need a little bit more, and it'll be in one of the other piles. If you're looking for a personal session or anything like that, please reach out. And then also, I love reading your comments. I love reading your messages. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm just sending you guys tons of love, because this is a season of change for you. This is a season of revealing and really, really bringing you to the world. It's almost like for the first time ever, I feel like you're going to start showing you, whether that's also like changing how you dress or changing how you speak or you talk, or the people that you surround yourself with. You are safe and secure to bring you into the world, and the world is so ready for you. So please share yourself with the world, because the world's ready. And I can't wait to meet you. Okay. Mwah. I love you. Bye. Hello, my pile number 2s. How are you? As you can see, the lighting has probably changed since the start of this video. It's quite a while later. My battery had died and I had to keep it. I had to recharge it. So it's quite later. We've kind of lost the light, but this is sort of maybe it's a little bit spookier. I don't know. Anyways, my pile number 2s, welcome. You chose Trick or Treat, Mischief, and Play. Okay, so this is a reading all about what portal you're stepping through as we go from October 31st into November, for the month of November, as well as just like what's changing, what's been happening. I'm actually going to start you guys off with some oracle cards, because that's what I'm being drawn to. So with this Trick or Treat, excuse me, that's so funny. We had these in pile 1, so interesting. Like I said, for pile number 1 and at the beginning of the video, if you are drawn to more than one pile, do I take those? No, okay, no. Go back. If you are drawn to more than one pile, by all means, please watch it, because I do feel like it's one of those readings where multiple messages can apply. Okay, so you've got Trick or Treat, Mischief, and Play. I feel like this is a time for you to let loose. You're letting go of the structure that you've had in the past. You're letting go of the rules. The rules that you used to follow that you realize no longer apply to you, and they were always meant to keep you small and to shut you down. And this is a time of you really stepping forward into that energy of play, that energy of mischief, but in a really, really healthy way for yourself, because you're no longer being affected by other people's opinions or thoughts or doubts. You're really moving forward. You're finally seeing your inner beauty, and you're having the strength to support yourself. You're having the strength to believe in yourself, to believe in your dreams. You also might be doing some astral traveling at night, or some dream work, lucid dreaming, any of that. If that does call to you, go for it. This time of year, the veil is a little bit thinner, so you might be getting a lot of your messages in your dreams, and that is perfect. That is perfect for you. You have the capabilities to do this, and you also have, you're going to start seeing the beauty in life. You're going to start seeing the beauty in yourself, the beauty in who you are, and you have the willpower to take action on all of your dreams and to make everything come true for you. I feel like I'm like, okay, done, that's it, that's your whole message. But let's see, what else. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups, okay? You are getting everything that you want. Every single, like, all the things that you're manifesting, all the things that you're asking for, they are coming forward, they are coming through. They're happening. It's like, it's very much this, like, you've been manifesting. You have the willpower. Like, you've been working towards this. Now is the time to reap the benefits, reap the rewards, reap the time of play. And that's why you're getting this mischief and play, because it's sort of like you can take a break. You can have some fun. You've also got the Queen of Cups here. Hold on. Let me just adjust these so that you can see. Yeah, you can see that now a little bit better. You've also got the Eight of Swords. And then you've got the Ace of Coins. Okay. So, as we were talking, we've got this Ten of Cups here. This is sort of like getting everything that you're wanting. This Eight of Swords is very much speaking of letting go of the fear. You're finally breaking free. You're breaking free from the previous chains that used to hold you, the things that used to hold you back. We talked about those old rules that you used to be living by. This is very much you're breaking free from that. You're no longer being held back. You're actually being able to move on from like the fear that binds you and also blinds you, okay? And this is where you're seeing the beauty in the world, you're seeing the potential, you're seeing the possibilities, you're seeing the dreams. This might be a very emotional time for you. This might be something where you're really feeling, very emotional, or you've been going through a lot of emotion, and this is where you're actually beginning to value those emotions, being really okay with how emotional you are, being comfortable with the fact that you're like, being comfortable with the fact that you feel a lot, like you feel your feelings and you're like, you know what, I'm okay with that, okay? Like it's good for me to feel my feelings and no longer hide them, no longer like make myself smaller or keep myself stuck. It's, again, there's a lot of releasing happening, which is bringing in this new cycle of money and materialism as well. Being able to move forward to achieving those dreams and everything that you're asking for. You're planting those fresh seeds. So you may not fully, like, again, we talked about getting everything that you want, but it may be something that you're like, you're just starting to see the benefits of it. So just keep believing and trusting that you're getting everything that you want here with this Ten of Cups energy, because that's really standing out of like, it's here, it's yours. Like you're getting... I hate being like, you're getting everything you want, but you're getting everything that you want. Who wants to come forward? Okay. What? I also have this really funny thing of like you being like, yeah, I know all of this. So it's like, stop doubting yourself. Trust yourself. You've got mountains. Stand your ground. Okay? Stand your ground. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand for knowing. It's also this, you're no longer settling for less. You're no longer falling into this trap of thinking that you don't deserve it or that you can't have it. You're standing up for yourself, and you're standing for the dreams and the vision that you know you can achieve and that you know that you're worthy of. This is so funny. Both of these cards came out for pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, you might be here for pile 2, or if you are drawn to pile 1, you might go watch it if you watch pile 2 first. But it's time for you to shine your light. It's time for you to like be in your element. And you're also, the bee is really standing out for this one right now. You might be shifting into this time period of being a busy bee, but you have the willpower to support that busyness. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Okay, beautiful. We love this. I do actually sort of feel like you're going to be starting to offer either like a service or like making something or something that you're going to be offering out as an exchange and then receiving that money compensation in return. Like you're going to be giving something away, whether it's or like selling something, because we don't have to give it away. We can sell it. We are allowed to be abundant. We are allowed to make money. you're going to be putting your energy and your heart and your soul and your passion into something, whether it's like a job, a book that you're writing, arts and crafts, some sort of like jewelry making or something, because I see like beads and jewelries and crystals and stuff like that. Something that like you're putting yourself into it. That's the energy exchange here. Like you're putting yourself into this product or this service that you're then going to be offering, because you now have that willpower. You're seeing the beauty in yourself. You're activating on your dreams. You're getting everything that you want. Like you're releasing those old things that said that you couldn't do it anymore. You're leaning into the fun and into the play here. So you're able to create that and now offer that to other people and have them receive it and pay you for it. Okay, like this is this new, potentially like this new job opportunity or this new stream of abundance where you are bringing that in. Druid, hold the space. Okay, yeah. I think part of this offering that you are creating is to hold space for other people's healing. Okay, you do have these innate spiritual gifts. If you were drawn to pile 1, go watch pile 1, because I do think that will apply to some of you and give some of you the like, well, what do you mean by this? The answers will be in pile 1. For some of you, not all of you. Some of you are like, yep, I know exactly what it is and I'm moving forward, because again, you see your beauty, you're moving forward. But you're going to be holding space for other people. You're going to be holding space for people to go through the shifts and the transformations in a way that works for both of you. You're no longer going to be draining your energy in support of other people. You're now going to be able to have your energy topped up, handle your emotions, and not even, the word handle it's not handle, but understand that feeling your emotions is okay and being able to move forward with that so that you can support other people on this journey of getting really comfortable with their emotions and being like, hey, we feel a lot, but we are meant to feel. It's part of the human experience. Oh, thank you. Stop! Come back! It just like flew off the... Okay, seriously, if you were drawn to pile 1, go watch pile 1, because we are just repeating cards. And it's also really funny, because usually when I do card readings, I'll like scoop up the whole pile and like put it off to the side. So like there's no repeat cards. But today it was like, no, you have to put all the cards back in there with their card deck. And it's so funny because we're getting a lot of repeats here, but the message is coming through different. Okay, so you got the minstrel, let your intentions be known. Okay? If you're offering a new service or product or I want to say like experience, like if you're offering like a new adventure experience for someone, or you're wanting to experience new adventures or something like that, let your intentions be known. Put it out there so that people can surprise you with who's going to respond to your offer. You're going to be putting out new offers, and that may even just be like, hey, I'm looking for some new friends. Like, I just separated from my ex and I want to go have a girls' weekend or a boys' weekend or a whatever. Freaking repeat cards. And this is coming forward of like, let your intentions be known. So a long journey brings rewards. Okay, I'm also hearing resolution. So a lot of things that you have previously put in play over the year or over this year or over the years, you're finally going to start seeing those it's not repetitions. The rewards. There's a different words. You're going to be reaping the benefits. You're finally going to have those benefits come forward. And really, you're going to see the change. You're going to have those things come forward for you. I have never pulled this card. I didn't even know that this was a card in this deck. So true love and fidelity. So you got love. Okay. I think for some of you, you've been manifesting relationships or looking to meet new people or something like that. And this is part of that journey of getting that. Part of that you're going to be getting is that love, like self-love, friendship love, but also romantic love. And I think this is also where your intentions need to be known. If you are freshly starting to date, the message is coming through. Let people know your intentions right off the bat. Don't say, oh, I'm just looking to meet people. If you're like, no, I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I'm looking for a commitment. I'm looking for marriage. Like, put it out there from the very beginning what you're looking for, and don't settle for less. Because remember, we're no longer settling. We're no longer playing those old games. We're no longer being held back by those old like patterns that are tying us down. We're stepping into that new energy of like, I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. That's like 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. But yeah, like it's there for you. It's coming through for you. So just accept it and allow yourself to have it. You've got the Griffin, honor and good luck. So yeah, there's a lot of energies that are watching out for you and protecting you right now. I felt that for pile 1 too, and I forgot to say it for pile 1. So if you're from pile 1 or you're going to go listen to pile 1, just know that you're safe and protected. And then you've also got the black cat. Your luck will soon change, okay? You might also be seeing black cats, okay? That's one thing I'm sensing, is that you might be seeing a lot of black cats, or just cats in general. They might start being your sort of like your sign that things are going right. A lot of people see birds all the time. You might be shifting into this energy of seeing cats. And then you've got the oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders, okay? I also want to add in here, you are the oracle, okay? You can totally seek it out from other people outside of yourself, but you are also the oracle. You also, on the bottom of the deck, you have the hourglass. Time is of the essence. With this energy is actually, like, this energy was coming through earlier, so I'm glad it came back up as hold on. I want to pull it off the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm glad that this came out in this with the times of the essence, because there are some things that I'm feeling that time is a factor. Okay? So you, in some senses, you have to, there are some things that you need to act on, and you'll know, don't procrastinate on them. That's the one thing I'm hearing. Don't procrastinate. If you have an inkling or a niggle or a nudge to go do something, go do it, okay? Because time is of the essence. But also, don't be afraid that you're going to miss out, because nothing that's meant for you will ever pass you by. It will always show up exactly when you need it. Let me just... Also, I'm getting that some of what's happening and some of what's coming forward for you has been showing up in your dreams or in the astral realms for months, if not years, previously. And you're kind of like, where have you been? It's finally coming. It's finally here. It's finally happening in the real world. Like the real world, the 3D, the physical is finally catching up to like the astral, the dream realms. Like what you've been seeing that's coming through for you. Yeah, so root girl, the disowned self. Okay, this is what we were talking about at the beginning with this play. You're no longer listening to these like bullshit rules. This is a reconnection for you. This is an invitation for a reconnection between you and your inner child and the version of you that's your story, the inside of you, your roots, your center. And to really heal this part of this time is of the essence. This time right now is the time for you to heal any parts of you that you have disowned. Reclaim back your power, reclaim back that inner child, show her or him or them love. Show your inner child that you love them and that you're sorry for anywhere that you've rejected them. But I feel like you're actually really already on this journey. And this is just, again, giving you sort of that confirmation that like the work that you're doing, it's working. Even if you can't see it yet, it is working. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. So again, that King of Cups, this is basically very much a King of Cups energy. You've thrown out your net, you've put out your intentions, you're receiving. It's now time for you to reap those rewards. And then you've also got Watchers, transpersonal. Okay, so this protection energy that we were talking about earlier, this energy that's coming through, you are safe and protected. You've also got sacred contracts on the bottom here. So everything that you've contracted, your old contracts have now completed themselves. So any of those hurt cycles, those injuries, those pains, those sufferings. It's also 555 if that means anything to anyone. Just for funsies, 555, not making that up. It's I lost my train of thought with the 555. Safe and protected. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I lost it. I'll see if it comes back. I think... yeah, I'm so sorry. I totally lost my train of thought there. That's annoying. Yeah, it's completely gone. Okay. I actually feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like that was the end. And I'm like, but we just left it on, like, me losing my train of thought. I'm really getting there's nothing else for you guys. okay, I feel like I'm leaving you, like, in the middle, but this is it. I'm so sorry. Okay. This is it. I'm sorry. I don't have to be sorry because, again, you got the message that you need to get. If you're drawn to any of the other piles, please go out and watch some of those, because maybe the answer that the rest of the message is maybe in one of the other piles if you do have any questions. This is a time for you to, again, really just play. Like, I want to go back to this very, very first card for a second. We had trick or treat, okay? We had mischief and play. I'm focusing on the play part of it. Return to that inner child part of yourself and give yourself that play. Return to that energy of playing and knowing that you're safe and protected, and knowing that everything is coming in for you, knowing that you can feel your feelings, and that you're releasing those old patterns that have previously blinded you and binded you down, and you're starting these new cycles, okay? Return to yourself if you haven't, but I think you have. I think most of you who picked pile 2, you're already very much on this path, which is why all of this is coming in so quickly. But yeah, anything that's you've been sort of waiting on, it's coming, and just allow it to come. Don't second guess it. Don't be like, where is it? Be like, it's here. I know it's here. It's been here for a really, really long time in your manifestations and in the astral realm. And you're going to be receiving it in the physical, in the 3D now. So, anyways, I love you. If you are drawn to any other pile, please go watch one of those piles. This is it. I will talk to you later. Like, subscribe, comment. I love reading your messages. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. And sending you love. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3s. Welcome. You picked the Lady de los Mutos. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I apologize. Acceptance and equality. We're just going to focus on that. But yes, if you picked I don't know. I'm sorry. Someone tell me how to say this. I'm sorry. I don't speak Spanish, and I believe it's Spanish. I am actually going to look her up in the guidebook, because I feel like that's what I need to do. So, thank you. Because I do feel like she sort of has this message for you, that's just meant for you. And there she is. Okay, so... pale you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. The iconic Lady of Death, with a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair, has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead. The original model for this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess I don't know how to say that. I apologize. It's right there. Focus. Yeah. I don't know how to say that. I don't want to butcher it either. As time went on, the figure remained balanced between beauty and horror and morphed into the Lady of the Dead and eventually into the more modern graphic figure of Katrina. I might be saying that wrong as well, but that's okay. It is also reported that the identity of the original Karina, was based on women who were very rich and had everything they wanted in this life. Yet death takes everyone equally, so it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you are, in the end, death takes all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as another aspect of life. In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was a much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some point, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life-affirming, takes away from fear, and take a light approach to the situation initially, and it may work out better. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Okay? I feel like that was really appropriate. Appropriate? Of course it's appropriate. It's your pile. But I really like what that said, and it sort of gives me a direction that this reading is going in, but also just I'm going to leave that message, but it will probably tie back in as we continue. One of the things I want to focus on actually with it is the message of death. And I feel like right now for you, you're probably going through a very, very large rebirth of energy and a rebirth of identity. And this is coming forward to say, like, you don't have to be afraid of the change. You don't have to be afraid of things changing. Just allow it to happen. Allow that brand new, fresh horizon to come forward. This is so funny. Okay, again, I said this in the other two groups. I'm saying it for you guys. I said it at the beginning. If you feel called to another group or another pile in this reading, please go watch whichever video you are called to, because the readings are very, very linked, and we're having a lot of repeat cards, even in like other decks. So like we got the Hermit earlier from a completely different deck. You're having it now. We've had the Eight of Wands show up. So if you're called to another pile, please go read that. It will have like a continued message for you, because there is so much rapid acceleration and growth happening right now, that it's almost like sometimes you do need, there's multiple things happening at once. There's a new dawn on the horizon for you. Again, this death energy that's coming through here, this rebirth, this energy of transformation. Let's call it that. This energy of transformation that you're currently going through. You're releasing all of the old, and maybe you're not fully sure what that next phase is going to look like, but there is this brand new, fresh start on the horizon for you, and it's going to be even more beautiful than you could possibly imagine. Like, absolutely more beautiful than you could possibly imagine. Again, more beautiful than you can possibly imagine. There's going to be a lot of offers coming through for you, things for you to look at, things for you to notice, things like offers that are going to come forward, and you don't have to accept every single offer that's going to come, but if you want to, you can. I'm just so drawn to this image of this like new daybreak. Like, that's just absolutely stunning, and that's going to be what's happening for you, is really stepping into this energy of opening and awareness and magic that's going to be coming through for you as you release the old version of yourself, the masks that you've been wearing. And there is, I said this just a few seconds ago, this rapid acceleration growth that you're going through, that's what's coming through with this Nine of Wands. This is momentum, this is moving forward, this is like everything is happening. You're getting those offers, you're taking action, you're moving forward. So something that's really coming through here is when you need the time to rest, take the time to rest. And allow yourself to have that inner hermit mode when you need it, when you need to have it. Give it to yourself. Don't overexert yourself, because that will lead you to this burnout energy. It is time for you to sort of have this. Seven of Swords. It is this time for you to have this sort of like this inner. There needs to be this inner time, this inner contemplation. Thank you, that was the word. This inner contemplation as all of these things keep coming in for you, and you're moving forward and you're taking action. I love how I'm now talking with two hands instead of just one, but like all of this stuff is coming forward, so you're going to have to take that time when you need to figure out what you're actually wanting, so that you don't get overwhelmed and you don't lead to burnout. Because yeah, with this Seven of Swords, this is where, so you don't lead to burnout. This is very much that like, you're not going to get stuck in your obstacles, right? Because you're going to take the time for yourself, where in the past, you probably would have burnt yourself out trying to achieve what you want to achieve. This is a time for you to be like, oh, I need a nap, I need to recharge, I need to take a day off. You're no longer falling into those old patterns. You're actually being able to learn from the past. You're learning from the past, and you're going to be moving forward. You're no longer going to be held in this broken cycle of hurting yourself to try and receive. You're now just going to be open to accepting offers as they come through, and really, really understanding and learning receivership. And as I say that, you've got that down. This message still applies. This is a little bit of, I feel like you've actually been going through your tower moment, which is part of this getting rid of the old versions of you that no longer apply. So you've been feeling a little bit like you're in the tower. And you might be feeling like you've been dropped on your head just a little bit, but you're breaking down the old walls. You're setting yourself free, so that you're no longer trapped by your thoughts. You're no longer trapped by your circumstances or past experiences. Yeah, this is so funny. I'm like, everything's good. You're no longer being like, you're outwitting your obstacles. And then it's like tower, 10 of swords. I also think though that this is sort of showing like where you've been. You've been in this like, everything's fine when it's not fine. You're like, oh look, I'm literally thinking it's fine. It's good. I can handle it. No, you couldn't. That's why you're releasing this old version of you. This is why you're having this rebirth and this transformation. Is because you were not fine. You no matter how many times you said you were fine, you were not fine. Sorry if I'm yelling at you. But you weren't fine. Like this fake fine that you were doing, that's over. We're done with it. We're releasing it. We're getting rid of it. It's dying. And this new version of you that's able to take care of yourself is coming forward. This new version of yourself is able to take care of yourself is coming forward. Bam! 2 of Cups. Yes, it is. Also, if you're searching for partnership or even just, it's almost like inner partnership, I think, like some of you it may be relationship, but it's this energy of being taken care of, this energy of being loved and appreciated and valued, that is coming through so freaking strongly here, okay? So yeah, we're no longer doing this, everything's fine. I'm taken care of. I'm in sacred union with myself. I'm in sacred union with my friends, my coworkers, my colleagues, my mentors, my romantic relationships. You've got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. You're taking care of yourself and you're finding out what, I just want to pull that off for just a sec. Oh my god, I wish I did that on camera because you're going to think I faked it, but I didn't fake it. You have the 9 of Cups on the bottom. What is that? 9 of Cups, okay? Hold on. Is it? No, okay. That doesn't apply. You've got, I like the sunset photo just a little bit more, so we're going to have, or the sunrise. But I'm pulling these out because you've got the duplicate cards, okay? You've got 9 of Cups, you've got 9 of Cups. Like, yes, we're using 2 tarot decks, so obviously they have the same cards, but there's 78 chances in each deck for you to pull a different card, and we pulled the same one, and they were underneath each other. So, this 9 of Cups energy, and then also this Hermit energy, this is that inner awareness, this is that inner learning. Again, you're not going to fall into those old patterns anymore. You're no longer going to be falling into this, there's almost this trickster energy that's coming through, of where it was like you thought that the harder you work, the harder you love, the more you gave away, that it would come back to you, and that's what's dying off. That's what's leaving, is you are no longer going to kill yourself to try and receive. You are now learning that you can receive, and you can see the offers that are around you. You can move forward without sacrificing yourself or your happiness or your sanity or your health or your energy in the process. You can outwit your obstacles, okay? The crossing initiation. Yeah, you're going through a gateway, you're going through a portal, you're going through this time period of evolutionary shift and change. And again, this realizing that you can have the power of community gathering around, that you can have these really, really deep, amazing relationships with everyone in your life. It doesn't just have to be your romantic relationships, and you don't have to sacrifice yourself to have relationships that feed you, relationships that fill you up. You don't have to constantly chop off your arm to help someone else. Like, you can help them in your own way. Yeah, this is a time of new beginnings, and you've got Moon Maiden, okay? If you're drawn to any of the other piles, please go watch that as well. I'm not going to tell you which pile, but if you're drawn to another pile, go watch another pile. Yeah, lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, okay? These messages have been being delivered to you by your ancestors for so long, and you haven't really been hearing them, or if you have been hearing them, you haven't really been paying attention to them. But this is now that, fresh breath and beginner mind, okay? This is this time where you're going to be learning these new skill sets. You're going to be learning new forms of interacting and communicating and moving forward. And it's no longer going to be this hassle for you to move forward. It's very much going to be this really beautiful coming together of great minds, coming together of like-minded people, this creating this community, and really finding those people that you have been looking for, those people that you have been searching for. But you had to have sort of this identity death or this ego death to let go of all of those old belief systems that were trapping you and preventing you from believing that you could have the community, the family, the love that you deserve. You've got Medusa. Jealousy leads to downfall. Okay, so some of you are still going through the lesson of releasing jealousy around other people, or releasing the belief that other people have what you want so that you can't have it. This is something for you to let go of. Okay, it's time for you to realize that everybody can have everything. There's no shortage of anything. Okay. And I feel like that's a whole loaded conversation that we can discuss deeper if you want. But it's like people become millionaires every single day. People fall in love every single day. People achieve their wildest dreams every single day. So if you are falling into the trap of comparison, go watch my video on comparison. I'll link it down below. But you get to fall in love with life, with yourself, with who you are. You get to be everything that you want to be. You get to be absolutely everything that you want to be, okay? You don't have to hide behind the masks. You don't have to hide behind the ego. You are able to come into this really beautiful sacred union with yourself and with others. And I don't know if you could hear it in the background, and I might edit it out, but my window's open, and I'm sitting by my window, and my window faces outside, like, at the front of my house, and it's now late enough that, like, I was hoping to have this filmed and uploaded by tonight, but it's now late enough that kids are trick-or-treating, so you could probably hear the trick-or-treating in the background, but I might edit that out, because it was about, like, a minute or half of the kids at the front door saying thank you and yelling trick-or-treat and all that kind of stuff. But this brings in this message of people coming together, right? Community coming together. We have a freaking holiday where people go to other people's houses, complete strangers, and receive. And their offering is showing up in a costume, right? So, or showing up in their dream version of themselves. So show up in the dream version of you and allow complete strangers to shower you in gifts and praise and love. The satire, revelry and indulgence, okay? We were just sort of mentioning this, but yeah, allow yourself to indulge, allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to be the fantasy version of you every single day in your life, and allow yourself to really step into that messaging of allowing yourself to receive. You've also got the Knight, so triumph over adversity, okay? So you are rising up and you will move beyond where you've been in the past and move past the hurdles and the hurt that you've been through. And yeah, you've got the Wave Wing. So your secrets are safe. And I want to say you are safe. The parts of yourself that you're hiding, the parts of yourself that you're scared of revealing. You also on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Unicorn, good fortune and friendship, and we talked about community, and you've talked about the Two of Cups. You have people coming in to support you right now. Don't be afraid of showing them your true self, because was it you guys or was it someone else? I think it was a different pile, but I'm pulling in the message for you guys. There was a card about like time is of the essence in one of the piles, and I feel like that's for you too. It's like this is that time. I don't like to say that like the universe tests us, but there is a certain test that's happening right now where you're going to be presented with these offerings of the people who you've been searching for. And there's also this double-sided sword here a little bit with the Hermit. If you stay in your hollow and you don't come out, not that it will miss you, but it will take longer for it to arrive. And there's also this message of like, yes, take the time for yourself. Yes, have that inner thoughts, but don't disappear. Don't fall into the hermit mode. Don't shy away from everything that you've been asking for, because everything that you've asked for is coming forward, is coming to fruition. So don't disappear into the middle of nowhere and hide when the stuff that you're asking for is now showing up. You have to show up as well. It shows up and you show up. Giving, receiving, right? So don't go into that hermit mode and completely disappear, because you will triumph over adversity, and you are safe and your secrets are safe, but allow yourself to reveal yourself and show yourself, and don't get caught up in the judgment or the comparison game. I'm going to leave that. I feel like that's everything for you. If you are scared because you've never allowed yourself to receive the type of love that you've always wanted, whether that's romantic love or platonic love or the career or the finances or whatever, that thing that terrifies you, just know that it's already leaving you. It's leaving and you are safe and protected. It is leaving and you are coming through in yourself, and you don't have to be scared of no longer recognizing who you are, because you are creating a whole new version of you that gets every single thing that she wants or he wants or they want or you want. Anything that you want, you are getting. And if you are drawn to one of the other piles, all of these messages can be expanded on in other piles. Watch them in whatever order you want to if you feel called to it. I hope that this brought you some sort of relief or some sort of awareness. If you feel called to journal on maybe where you're hiding yourself, where you feel like you can't show yourself to other people. And I just send you tons of blessings and tons of love. But this is what's happening during this Halloween time and this moving into November's energy. Sending you tons of love. Mwah, mwah. I love reading your comments and your messages, so leave those down below if you feel called to. Like, subscribe, all of that. But you don't have to. But I do love it, and it does help my channel, and it also like encourages me to do these more, but I'm still gonna keep doing them. I do it when I'm called to, not by any trying to fit a certain schedule. So when I'm called to do a reading, I do a reading. So anyways, like today, which is now like 6:19, and I'm gonna try and have this up before the end of the night because it does apply to Halloween, which is today. So anyways, sending you tons of love. Realize that it's a lot of fun to play a whole bunch of different characters, and you are totally more than welcome to play a bunch of characters, but don't use your characters to hide yourself. Allow your characters to be an expression of yourself. That's your final message that's just come through. Allow it to be an expression of yourself instead of armor to hide yourself. I send you tons of love. Mwah. Bye.